Hey guys, I'm out here today at the my backyard. I'm doing some shooting, and I'm going to do a quick shooting review, an additional video to my worst and best handgun ever. And I'm biased towards my views, and I have an opinion. So do you. Okay, my opinion on my worst handgun ever was the Keltec PF9. I chose the Keltec PF9 because it is what I believe. The Keltec PF9 was the first handgun that I purchased in 9mm. And I chose this because, like I said, it was a trade, and it was my first handgun, and I had no experience with 9mm at the time I bought it. This was 3 years ago now. So I traded this for I traded my Savage 17 HMR for this handgun. Equal value to me. At the time, 17 HMR was $10 to $15 for 50 rounds, and 9mm was $20 for 100 rounds. But what you're getting for 9mm compared to that small tiny bullet is a lot better. And I wanted a handgun that I could carry. So I put this in the video, in my worst handgun video, or handgun ever video, that I am not a professional shooter. I am not anything of any reason to be outside of I'm just an American who loves the Second Amendment and likes to shoot. Okay? Well, when I bought the traded the Keltec PF9, I had intentions of taking and carrying it. Well, about a month and a half later, I finally got funds built up enough that I could buy the Glock 19. And yes, it is loaded. So I bought the Glock 19, and yes, I do carry it. So when people don't listen to videos and say that my points aren't valid because it's not their points, it's called opinions. So Keltec PF9 is still the worst handgun ever. I've shot close to 2,000 rounds through this handgun. So don't continue to tell me that I don't know what I'm doing because I can't shoot it correctly. Okay? This handgun is a Keltec. I said that. Keltecs have good ones, and they have bad ones. I believe that I have got a good one because I have shot close to 2,000 rounds without any big malfunctions. I have had a couple of stovepipes and a couple of failures to feed, but the failures to feed were nothing big. Okay, just maybe some dirt in the magazine. It happens. Any really big malfunctions were due to bad ammunition, and every handgun can go and misfire or misfeed because of bad ammunition. So what I'm going to do is a couple videos. I have two 8-inch targets. They're off the internet, so nothing spectacular. They're just two 8-inch targets. I'll say the left one on the board is for the Keltec, and the right one is for the Glock. A couple points I made in the other videos. Keltec, one magazine, holds for 7 rounds from the stock, from manufacturer. You can get a 1-round extension to make 8 rounds, and then one in the chamber, so you have 9 rounds. Okay, but normally you're going to have 7 plus 1, so you have 8 rounds to carry. Okay, it's nice because it is a skinny framed gun that you can conceal on your body. Well, the Glock 19 comes with a 15-round magazine. Okay, so you have 16 rounds when you add one in the chamber. Okay, when you compare them, there is a size difference, a pretty good size difference. Okay, I'm sure you can. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. I chose the Glock 19 because I wanted a bigger handgun, but a smaller handgun at the same time. I wanted a bigger than the Glock 26, which I love the Glock 26, and I wanted smaller than a Glock 17. I like the mid-size frame. This is kind of a subcompact, and this is mid-size. But I find that when I am carrying this in the waistband, that this is just as comfortable as the Keltec PF9. So now I will go ahead and get done with some shooting. Okay, so in my video I said that when I'm shooting the Keltec compared to the Glock, at Keltec, at 20 yards from my Keltec, I am shooting a 8-inch target that's pretty wide, okay? But at 50 yards, I can shoot my Glock at a 10-inch or at 8-inch target, and it's much more concise. So think about it. 20 yards from where I'm at right now, the board there is 20 yards. Normal convenience stores distance, or just in your home type distance, okay? Very easy to shoot that close. But think, you're at Walmart, you're shopping. How many of your aisles are separated by 20 yards? If you're at one end and somebody's shooting at you at the other end of the aisle, the chances of that being 20 yards is pretty slim unless you're in the cosmetic area. Okay, so a normal aisle is close to 50 yards long. I've measured it several times, and 50 yards is quite a, or 30 to 50 yards, I would say. But 50 yards is quite a distance, and really I want to be able to master my shooting at 50 yards with any handgun in case I need to take that shot. So the reason why I said that was because I want distance between me and the other shooter. Obviously I can shoot much closer to my targets practicing, but I'm not going to, because if I'm going to have to be in that situation, there's probably something really bad going wrong. So what I've done, I'm at 25 yards, and I'm going to shoot both of them at 25 yards. I'll shoot 2 magazines through the Keltec to equal 15 rounds, and then I'll shoot 1 magazine to equal 16 out of the Glock 19. And to put on that, the capacity, which a lot of people say, oh, you just don't like it because of the capacity. Well, of course I don't like it because of the capacity, because if I can carry 1 magazine, that's going to save my ass. In one round compared to this, it's going to take a while. I'm going to have to do a mag change. It's going to be time. It's going to be saving me. So if I don't have to change a magazine while I'm shooting in a self-defense situation, if I don't have to change a magazine, I'm going to be saving time and my life and or somebody else's. And I do apologize if you can't hear me or it's fuzzy because it is windy out here today. So I'll get the gears in and I'll do a little bit of shooting down here at the target. Magazine change. Okay, that's the Keltec. Okay, that's the Keltec. So let's go with the Glock 19. Okay. I'll dismount you and we'll see what we got. Okay, like I said, the right is the Glock 19, the Kel-Tec is on the left. Okay, now I am telling you, I know what I'm doing. I've been shooting a long time, and I may not be as good as you, or I may be better than you. But comparisons, you know, apples, oranges, is just like you and I. Okay, so the Kel-Tec. Being a small framed gun, okay, at 20 yards, I can hit somebody. This is an 8-inch target. This right here would be the body mass. Okay, I can hit somebody. I can kill somebody if I needed to. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of target. Really, 7 out of target. So I've got 7 rounds out of target. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on target. Okay, that's not good enough for me. That was with a magazine change, somebody firing back at me, and high adrenaline. My adrenaline is not going very high right now because nobody is firing back at me. So that can add into the situation that if you're going to trust your life with a Kel-Tec PF9, you can have some problems. Now to go over here with the Glock 19, I have, well, really, 1 right here and 1 right here that's off. So I got 2 off out of 16. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 rounds. Center mass, it's high, but if you're counting the body of a person, this is center mass and generally going to be perfect shots. Now I was just using some cheap Federal 115 grain ball ammo, and so that can make a big difference as your grouping could go, because I am not one of the rich people on YouTube who can consistently go out and just shoot with hollow points, because the comparisons with hollow points and the ammunition now is hard to come by, and I don't have the kind of money. I'm small. I'm not making any money off my YouTube videos, and so I can't spend that money on ammunition. So if you can see these, I'll upload a picture of them. I've got, once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I got one up here. Another one up here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 off target. Yeah, 7, and then must be 8 on target. Yes, 8 on target. So, in other words, I don't need people telling me that just because I can't shoot the pistol, that it's not a good pistol. I didn't say it wasn't a good pistol. Trust me, I love the gun. It is one of the... let me back up and say this again. I didn't say it was the worst pistol, but I said it was the worst pistol, and as words as capacity-wise and being a small frame 9mm, it's going to have a little more recoil than the Glock 19. Also, with the Kel-Tec PF9, you have the double action trigger, double action only. So that makes a lot of difference, because it's a heavily, do a safety check, magazine out. I'm sure if you shot the Kel-Tec PF9, you'll understand this. Empty. Again. Okay. If you can see back there, very, very heavy. I'm still pulling. Just now hit. Very, very heavy trigger pull. Now for the reset, let's reset. 1 click, 2 clicks. In a defense weapon, I want it to be something more like click, boom, click, boom. But no, with the Kel-Tec PF9, you have to go click, click, pull. Okay? Yet, with the Glock 19, which I'll remove the magazine, do a quick safety check, it is click, reset, click, every time. Okay? So yes, I have my reasonings why I didn't like the Kel-Tec PF9 and why I chose it to be the worst handgun ever. As I was looking at the worst handgun ever being a concealed carry handgun. I don't conceal it. The only reason why I still have it is because I use it as my get home bag in my truck. I use it for the firearm in that bag. It's a great backup firearm, and if I don't have my other firearms with me at all times. So there's my reasonings as to why I choose, quick reasoning is why I choose 9mm, and quick reasoning why I choose the Glock 19 over the Kel-Tec PF9, and why the Kel-Tec PF9, is still the worst handgun ever. Thanks for watching. I'll have more coming soon.